Hey everyone, I'm LC Gamer, and welcome back to Black Mirror. Can I go
If the
outside?
old man I saw was really my grandfather Edward, then the boy must be... I need to find out if that really was him I saw.
Okay. Where did everybody go? Right, so I need to find out where I need to be currently. Let's check the library for people. Because I don't want to go back downstairs at the moment. Any luck? No. Okay. I know. Let's ask Lady... what's her name?
Maybe you want to have something to ask her about.
Alright. Fair enough. Now I just gotta find the butler. Where's the butler? Butler not over here. So where's the butler? Is he over here? You know, he might be in the attic. So let's head upstairs. Alright. Okay, the floor is glitching out. Camera can't decide where it wants to be. One more time. Nope, can't get in there. At least not right now. Why do I get the feeling that that is the location I need to go to solve all this? Okay. What do we have
Let's see
here?
if my trusty key will get this open.
Key.
Not like this.
Alright, key. Inventory. Examine. So I need, that on that end. Yeah, I'm missing a piece. So for now, I have to leave it alone. Is it a button?
A note about a library. A key, and some sort of broken toy. Should I even try to read any real meaning into all of this?
A broken toy? What are you talking about? Nope. Nothing over here. Nothing on this side. Well, that's no good. I, guess I should head back this way. Can I go in here? Nope. Don't want me in there. Come on now. Work with me. Nope, nothing there. Still. Okay, so I'm a little lost at the moment. And I need to figure out where my clue is.
Definitely the man I saw last night. But how? Grandfather Edward died before I was even born. And he'd be in his 70s if he was still alive.
Okay. So, what about the rest of them? Guess I need to head back to the basement yet again. Really didn't want to, but I guess I will. To the cellar! This game is very laggy, and seems like it's breaking.
Cousin Eddie to his hobby for now.
Really? Well, then what am I supposed to do? Can't talk to anybody else at the moment. Can't find the butler. All that's left is... well... the phone. Maybe if I start there. Hey. Come on.
A sign of modernity, even in ancient houses like this.
Right, so that's not gonna help me. Guess my only option is the library now. Library. Please have something useful in here for me.
David, apologies for not being here to greet you. As the telephone in the castle is not working due to the recent storm, I have had to journey to the village to communicate with my office. Upon my return, I shall show you to the chapel where you can pay your respects to your father. Yours, Andrew Harrison.
Or maybe I'll just head to the chapel myself, just as soon as the weather clears.
Okay. Wait a second. The clock. Can I use the clock upstairs?
It's labeled Mallory. Perhaps another client of Mr. Harrison. It's labeled...
Okay. So that's, no, nothing of real importance at the moment.
This Dr. Faber might be useful. Perhaps she could shed some light on Father's final weeks. I should contact her.
Yeah, if I can get through. That's the only problem. I don't know if I can actually get through. Alright, he didn't do anything funny this time. Oh boy. Well, let's try the phone. Is it working? Is it not?
It's working. Has it been repaired? Or did Andrew lie to me?
Maybe a bit of both. Alright, so let's go talk to the I keep forgetting her name. The old woman.
Maybe you want to have something to ask her about.
Fine. Come on, David. Go where I ask you to go. Don't play around with me. Okay. Can't seem to find anything else at the moment. Can't go outside. Can't do much of anything. So now what? Go to the dining hall? No.
This'll make it easier to carry. The boy. It must be. But I need to be sure. Perhaps the names are on the back.
Huh.
What's this? Looks like it's drawn in blood?
Not this again. Well, I found my clue. What? Okay.
Regardless of what I told Miss Cranon, these visions are like nothing I've ever experienced before. And they're getting worse.
Yeah, let's get out of here. What is going on?
My family. Yet they're all still strangers to me. Lady Margaret. She looks happy. I can't imagine her smiling like that these days. The boy. How did he provoke Edward into throwing him down the stairs?
He didn't really throw him down the stairs. He kind of toppled.
Grandfather Edward. Just as he looked last night.
Okay.
Lady Margaret?
Yes, David?
I saw an old photograph of a boy in the other room. Something tells me she wouldn't be happy if she knew I had it in my pocket.
Ah, that was taken in 1894. Young Johnny, your father.
You can remember the exact year?
It's a funny thing when you reach my age. You can remember dates from decades ago.
But not what you had for breakfast.
Maybe others can't.
Sorry, didn't mean to imply.
Who, may I ask, were the others in the picture?
That would be your Aunt Clara and your late great-grandmother, the last true Countess of Scahandu House. And my dear Edward, of course.
I noticed my father had a scar on his face. How did that happen?
Falling from a tree, perhaps? I can't recall. But your father was a clumsy child.
Can't
Really?
recall. But you remember the date the photograph was taken? I shall take my leave, Lady Margaret.
Yes.
Okay. Now what? Where do I go now? What can I use? Where can I use it? I can check the kitchen again. Alright. Let's see. What to do, what to do. No one in here. It's amazing how this just bypasses the other room so neatly. Really wish I had a run button, because all this slow pacing is a little annoying. It's not extremely slow, but still, it is slow. Alright. You done? Thank you. Let's see. He should be done.
I better leave Cousin Eddie to his hobby for now.
Hey, I can actually go outside. Okay. What am I looking for? And will it help me? Huh.
Finally, some fresh air.
That's not bad. Hey, I can actually run now. That's nice.
Master
Groundskeeper.
David,
You could tell it was me.
your footsteps. I ken the walk of everyone here.
Wow, that's rather incredible.
Aye, that it is, laddie. That it is. I hear better than most. See more than most and all.
I believe it.
Father had a similar toolbox. Back when he still fixed things around the house.
Yeah, you're just gonna repeat yourself. Can I take a look at the back? No, I can't even take a look in the car either. Photo piece. Well, if I don't nab all of those, that's going to be a problem for me. Just get this feeling that if I miss one, it's going to cause problems later. Oh. Hello. Photo piece.
A sturdy enough vessel. If you trust your swimming skills. I can see why Rory likes this place. This view should ease even the most troubled soul.
You don't have to sit down to come up with that. Can I go this way? No. How about this way? Deeper around the corners. And I'm back here. Really?
Father had a similar toolbox.
Neighbors.
Back when he still fixed things around the house.
Alright, talk.
When you talked about what they did to my father, what did you mean?
You shouldn't have come back. You canna go through what he did as a bairn and no be sick.
So his hospitalization was justified then?
Not for me to say. Before you think of putting down roots here, you should think on what the poison grown here did to your father. You can?
No, not really.
If you dinna mind, this door will no mend itself.
I'll leave you to it then.
I get the feeling I know exactly what he means. There be poison here, so the trees aren't growing right. Meaning the people can't grow right. What's this?
Locked with a padlock. Andrew will have a key, but I'm not keen on waiting for his return.
Find a way in. Obviously. Oh.
Nobody left to mourn the dead or care for their graves, it seems.
Yeah, looks that way.
I've seen this before. In the painting. This is the grave I saw in that waking dream or whatever it was. The grave my father buried something in as a boy. Who's buried here? If I could just... these vines are too thick.
Need some gloves. Or maybe a way to burn it down. Alright. Let's head back and get something from the toolbox. You don't happen to mind if I take a bit of...
Rory's tools. A hammer, a tenon saw, a bolt cutter. All a bit rusty, but in good order.
Better ask first.
You wouldn't have to have a chapel key, would you?
Ain't set a foot in there for years, and I don't intend to either.
That'll be a no, then. The graveyard. Is it a family plot?
Aye. No matter how high and mighty, all the Gordons end up there.
A cheery thought. It's a shame we
Yeah.
do not have the means to properly care for the graves.
Why bother? 'Tis bones and food for worms.
May I borrow your bolt cutter?
Maybe. If I ken what you need it for.
Bit of both of that.
The graves. I would like to tidy them up. That way I can pay my respects properly.
Is that a fact? Why's that then?
They are my family. They deserve to be remembered.
Fair enough, laddie. Just grab it yourself, will ye?
Sure. Thank you. I have bolt cutters. I can now cut plants and locks. So, what do I start with? Do I start here?
I'd better have a look at the grave from the painting before sunset.
Okay. Come on. There we go.
Better. Cecilia Shaw Nee Gordon. Aunt Cecilia. Now, let's see if there's something really buried in here. Another piece of the castle model.
Huh. Interesting.
Another part of the model. And it's stained with what seems to be old blood. Why did Father bury this when he was a child?
No idea. But let's not hang around at the grave for too long. Come on. Break that. There. Got it into the chapel without needing a key. Haha. Scary butler. Take that.
Father, I hope you found your peace. Were you sick, like they say you were? Or the victim of this curse? This curse of the Gordons? Whatever it is, I think you may have passed it on to me.
Well, that's what you're thinking.
The place is crumbling. Not the safest spot to pray.
Obviously.
Being the chronicle of the family Gordon, as laid down by Sir Drummond Gordon, the year of our Lord, 1413.
Local legend speaks of this particular glen as being inhabited from time immemorial. Enigmatic, elaborately carved Pictish stones stand as timeless evidence of this. As for the locals, they appear prideful of the counsel they delight in giving to visitors. Traveler, beware.
Uh-huh.
The Celtic peoples arrived in this place like a great beast, bringing with them the bloodlines that would eventually spawn the Gordon clan. Using their superior numbers, knowledge, and machines of war, they swiftly conquered the primeval Picts. With them, they brought too their religion and druid clerics. The magics these wise men used did shape forever the lands, even until this present day. It is said that the sempiternal burden our family carries rose at that time.
Okay.
'Tis well recorded how the Empire of Rome did fail to tame the wayward Scots, that they did even raise a barrier to protect their mighty empire. What is seldom told is the truth behind their defeat. Our ancestors drew upon ancient powers to aid their victory, powers not easily fathomed by the fragile human mind. This aid did come at the greatest of costs, a debt as yet unsettled, A price we will continue to pay until the last Gordon passes to dust.
That's a bit terrifying.
For the centuries, we Gordons made the land our own. Others did bow to us, as we kept the secrets of Skahandu, the secrets of the Black Mirror. Even as tragedy and madness did fester in our foundations, we held fast and steered the land through vile English attack and worse. In time, the Gordons and the land became one.
Huh. That's why everything's going bonkers.
Some pages have been ripped out. The only thing left seems to be some kind of family oath.
In blood we are bound to the land we protect, to the truths we alone may conceal. I shall forfeit my life, lest my clan should suffer. I shall forfeit my spirit to hold the darkness at bay. In blood we are bound till the day of the reckoning.
Yeah, let's get out of here now. I don't like it when your eyes start changing to a pale white. No, you're not gonna let me leave?
Is this what madness feels like? It can't be real.
Ha ha ha. Let me out.
All this looks like the bottom of a lake.
Not surprising.
What are you trying to show me?
That you're at the bottom of the lake?
She's not holding a baby, but some heavy object to weigh herself down.
Okay. No. You're supposed to go up.
I feel like I've missed something.
Obviously. Come on.
There's a fresh wound across her stomach. The figure up there must be Edward.
Now let's go up. Come on. Move. There we go.
A note.
Find my child!
Ow.
Are you alright?
I'll be fine.
Did you see her? She drowned.
Calm down, you're in shock. What were you doing clambering about in here?
If I told you, you'd think me mad.
Odd. That is just what your father said to me.
Who are you?
What? Who are you?
My name is Dr. Leah Faber. I treated your father at the asylum.
The asylum?
Let's get you back to the castle and make sure you are all right.
Oh. The doctor. Okay. Well, I hope you can help. Not to be a hindrance. Okay.
What did you come here for?
I'm not sure your father's story is finished yet, and there are some things I still need to make my peace with.
What's this about an asylum?
As I said, your father was admitted.
Why? Who did that to him?
I did. But unfortunately, he managed to escape.
What? Hold on a minute. How dare you come in here and...
Told you? Your father was a madman. A complete and utter madman. Don't mind me. Please continue.
Please leave.
Well, what right did you have to lock my father up in a madhouse?
I was his doctor. I understand you are in shock, but you have no right to speak to me in such a way. I was trying to help him.
He's dead. Capital job.
Now, hold on just a minute.
Please tell me that nothing extremely bad happened to him. Except for maybe a suit of armor. Or maybe he starts seeing stuff too. I'm sorry, that's just wishful thinking. I don't like him.
Oh, Jesus! Oh, no! No!
Don't tell me the maid. Yep. Looks like a broken neck. I didn't get all the information out of her like I needed to. Yay. Well, there goes one of my leads.
Eddie, it'll be all right. Pull yourself together.
I suggest nobody else goes down there. We should keep the room intact until the police can get here.
I shall alert them first thing in the morning. What an unfortunate accident.
Accident?
You think so? Just after the madman's son turned up at our door.
And yet you were the one standing over her body with blood on your hands.
How dare you? I was too late. I was trying to help her. She...
There, my sweet boy. Let's get you to bed. Angus, would you?
Of course, ma'am.
I think we will all benefit from a good night's sleep.
I know you may have no reason to, but I need you to trust me. I'm the only one on your side when it comes to your father's death.
Lady Margaret certainly isn't. But if I told you what I saw in the chapel, you'd have me in a padded cell, just like my father.
Why are you here?
Why did you come here? To make sure my father was successfully in the ground?
With all due respect, Mr. Gordon, I will not allow you to speak to me or about my work in such a tone. I tried everything I could to aid your father. Your father
Really?
was heavily drugged when he was brought to me, to prevent any further violent outburst, or so Lady Margaret had said. But something felt wrong, even then.
Uh-huh.
So, what was my father like when you locked him up?
I didn't just lock him up. I tried to help him. He was convinced he was carrying some ancient curse, that he was being haunted by evil. I wish I had reached him, had been able to reach him.
Maybe if I threw you a bone, you'd get off my back.
Okay.
Father was obsessed with the history of the family for as long as I can remember.
Did your father actually believe his family was out to get him?
Who knows? I think what scared him was beyond the physical. He used to babble about a dark force threatening him and our family.
Was that why he moved you to India? To get as far away as possible?
Probably.
I believe so.
And yet, here you are, in the very place he sought to protect you from.
Who knows? Maybe there is an ancient evil in this place. An evil that drags us back no matter how far away we get. Even from the other side of the world.
And what do you think? Was your father right? Are there things beyond the physical?
I have other things to worry about right now. Things like a drowning woman floating in thin air. If you really want to help me, I need to find out what the maid knew. What Lady Margaret and Angus didn't want her to tell me.
You believe it got her killed?
Maybe.
Obviously.
What I saw in the chapel, it has to be real. She must have drowned herself down at the loch. Because if it's all in my mind, like father, like son.
Well, I'm going to leave it here for now. And we'll pick this up in the next video, so until then, see you guys.